High School, where the Henderson County Colonels are in a tri-match meet tonight featuring Warren County, the first match between Warren County and the Caldwell County Ross will be here also. We're looking forward to you joining us. We're glad to have you join us. We're very thankful to have our sponsors, Henderson Ford, Eddie's Pizza, and Tri-State Construction. Captains are meeting at the center mat ring and with the referee doing their flips.
We got Dustin Russellberg calling the matches tonight. He's actually an alumni of the Henderson program, being on the team when it first started back up in 2018.
I'm Dennis Doherty along with Jackson Doherty. Jackson wrestled for Henderson County 2007, 2008, 189 class. What's the differences now, Jackson, as far as the 189? Is there different, how does that change?
I would actually have to look at the weights right now. They've changed 2 or 3 times since school. It was a 181 weight class for a while. I think it is 190 now, actually.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, tonight is senior night, and we'll talk about that a little bit later as each senior goes out to the mat and tell you their names, their parents, and some of their plans for the future. Warren County circling the mat, getting warmed up, loosed up, ready. I mean, wrestling's such a unique sport. I mean, you're out there in that circle, and it's just you and your opponent, and there's no one else to help you. There's no one to throw a baton to or throw a pass to or throw a ball to you. It's just you, and it's mano a mano. So you've been there, Jackson. What does that feel like when you go out there? What the butterflies, I guess, would start, things like that?
Well, yeah, it's a lot of fun. It can definitely be a nerve-wracking experience. Every wrestler is different. I myself, you could say that I had those butterflies just about every time that I stepped on the mat. But as soon as that whistle blows, it was just on to competition and just letting it ride after that.
All right. Now, as far as tonight, did we typically would start with the 106? Does it really depend? How does that normally play out?
Yeah, starting at the lowest weight and going up through heavyweight is the typical way most dual matchups works. However, you don't have to do it that way. You can start at whatever weight you want to and just run all the way through. I'm not sure what weight we'll be starting at tonight until the wrestler steps on the mat. Then we'll know.
So, for example, if we start with the 126, then we go to the 132, and it would just kind of be
correct.
Like
all the way through.
Would evolve like that.
Yep.
Henderson County on the other mat, stretching, getting ready, getting loosened up. Good way not to pull a hamstring or a muscle, getting probably hydrated and doing all the stretching and getting ready.
Yeah, it's important to warm up. Wrestling's a very cardio-dynamic sport, and you want to go ahead and get those first few beats primed before you step onto the mat, or else you'll get tired at the beginning of a match. You don't want that. Henderson County is actually warming up on the blue mat. That is off screen. Throughout the night, they'll be having exhibitions, and some of our junior high wrestlers will be wrestling on that mat. But our camera will be focused on the maroon mat where we'll be having the varsity matchups.
Warren County coach Thomas Carta, and of course Henderson County coach Tremaine Pointer, and Scotty Hogan, who wrestled when you did. You guys go quite a ways back.
That's
hard to believe that it's been that many years that you all are out here doing this.
It is hard to believe. I remember looking back to my senior night in 2008. It was, I think actually we did our moment during a basketball game, if I remember. But time really does fly. And, 3 of the 4 seniors tonight on our team have been on the team since we restarted the program in 2018. So I imagine this is an emotional moment for them. They've come a long way, and very proud to see what they've been able to accomplish during their time here as members of the wrestling team.
Yeah, those 4 years really go by. Now, of course, I've noticed since you wrestled, there wasn't as many girls that wrestled, but now we're seeing that really take off. A lot of the teams are represented by both males, females, and it really, I mean, some of these girls' matches I've seen are very, very exciting. I know on Saturday at the tournament they had her at the high school, just to see some of that was very, very exhilarating. I mean, just the energy that they bring.
Yeah, it's really grown a lot. When Scotty and I wrestled, there might have been 1 or 2 female wrestlers in the region. We didn't have any on our team, but now every team I think probably has 5 or 6. And this is actually our first year to have a dedicated Lady Colonel wrestling team in Henderson County. So they've had several of their events that have been women's only events they've gone and competed at throughout the year. We'll also have a women's wrestling stake where they'll wrestle. One of our seniors, Bradley Stoke, this is her first year on the team, and since we started the women's wrestling team, quite a few girls came out for their first year, and she's done a great job and had a lot of fun. And yeah, it's definitely exciting to see that sport grow and come into its own.
We're coming to you from the Henderson County High Gymnasium, home of the Fighting Colonels. I want to thank our sponsors again, Henderson Ford, Hetty's Pizza, and Tri-State Construction. We thank you for joining us tonight and watch some exciting high school wrestling.
Now you see the Henderson, some of the Henderson wrestlers you can see are on camera. You saw J.J. Pointer just hit a lateral drop on 8th grader Ethan Peckinpah. So actually you can see then Evan Henshaw's working with 8th grader Brock Crook. Both of them actually did very well at the middle school regionals last weekend. Ethan was the regional runner-up at 168, and Brock Crook actually was able to take home the championship at 190, which I find even more impressive considering that he weighs about 160 pounds when he was able to win at 190. So both of those guys, 8th graders, they should have a really bright future ahead of them when they compete full-time in high school starting next year.
Well, I know you're coaching the middle schools, the middle school, and so you're getting to see these kids evolve and go through this program. And I believe recently they even started younger to get the feeder programs going for the high school.
Yeah, this is our first year having our own elementary league. It'll be all here in Henderson County, kindergarten through 5th grade. And we had a few elementary wrestlers on the middle school team. This will be a dedicated league for them starting January 1st. It'll run for 6 weeks, 3 weeks of practice, and then 3 meets on Sundays here at the high school in the main gym. I think from 3 to 5 p.m. So, you know, after church and all that kind of thing. And it's all intra-school league. So it's not like they're going to be wrestling or traveling other schools from other counties. It'll be all within our own schools. And last time I checked, we had around 170 kids signed up. So that should hopefully they'll have a lot of fun, and that should be a good pool for us to build our program in the future.
So it's really building towards, as you said, it's building towards the future, building blocks, stepping stones, et cetera. So I think that for Henderson County, which you started the program back up in 2018,
correct,
to you look how far they've come really in a short period of time, that the future looks really bright for the program. You can see the people that are coming out, the parents, the support that you're seeing at the tournament on Saturday. I mean, this place is packed, and there's a big turnout tonight. You and I covered one about a couple years ago, and the crowd tonight is probably, I would say, maybe even 3 times what it was then.
Oh, yeah.
Attendance. So it's really impressive. It's a great thing to see. There's also that connection between wrestling and football. I mean, there's no doubt about that. John Madden once said, I'd like for all my players to wrestle. You look at Ray Lewis, several times won a state championship in Florida. So it definitely benefits the football program, and the two can work together. And I think that's neat to help the football team to have these wrestlers to get their coordination and their technique down for different positions they might play in the football team.
Yeah, absolutely. You talk about the form tackle in football. The most basic type of tackling is essentially the same exact maneuver as the double uh, leg tackle in wrestling. So definitely helps with tackling, with footwork. Um, teaches you to keep your body aligned, stay in good position with your weight. So, really for people that play the line, or any kind of running back or defensive position, it's a great bridge into that sport. A very natural fit in the off season for a football player.
Now looking at the rosters, you see that, like, for example, Warren County has some weight classes aren't represented. So what happens in those events?
Well, in the dual format, which is the typical format you have when you have one or two teams going head to head. So in wrestling, there are two types of events. There are individual tournaments, which when you have the state championship, the regional championship, it's that kind of thing. But there's also another format, the dual format, and that is one school against another. And it's you basically just line up all your weights against their weights, and whoever wins the most matches by the most points comes out on top. And we hear over the announcement we are going to start at 106.
106, Warren County, Matiso Mayunga. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Forgive me if I'm not. I could have checked with them prior to this.
And we have Wyatt Payne. Looks like he's checking at the scorage table for Henderson County.
Wyatt Payne for Henderson County.
But that is one of the benefits to us being a larger school is we can fill those weights. And if you can't fill every weight, you're going to be at a disadvantage in a duel because you give up, it's not just like a scratch. You give up those points and forfeit. So if you don't have a wrestler to compete at that weight, it's the exact same as if your wrestler went out and got pinned. So the dual format is a format of wrestling that is suited to a larger school like Henderson County.
Exactly. I see Coach Brandon Coe over there. Forgive me for getting to mention his name as one of the coaches. I mean, very instrumental in this program. Obviously, Jermaine Pointer and Brandon both coached you, and they're come full circle. They're back to the program, very enthused. And Scotty coaching who wrestled with you.
Yeah, in some ways, it's a lot of the same coaching staff that we had, 15 years ago. So.
That's right, it's senior night in Henderson County. Again, the 106 weight class. Coming to the center. Mateo Mianga and
all right, let's go. And Wyatt with a quick takedown, taking her straight to her back, but they will go out of bounds. And that's 2 points. Wyatt starting out strong. Trying to turn her and go for a quick pin. Trying to keep the action in bounds. It's good mat awareness by Wyatt to turn his body that way. If they go out of bounds, then they will have to reset him in the middle, and he'll lose the advantage position that he has. Front headlock looking for a pancake. Switched off to a shot. Snap down. runs the pancake, and if you can stick her, it'll be 6 points for the Colonels. She's fighting hard.
She is a fighter, that's for sure, not to get turned over.
And yeah, it's not a pin call. He's starting injury time. I'm not sure for who. And it looks like Wyatt might be bleeding. So actually this is blood time, not injury time.
52 seconds remaining.
So when they reset, even though he almost had the pin there, if you start bleeding, they have to stop you and start that blood time. So they'll restart. He'll be on top, but she will not be on her back. So he'll have to work for that again.
Wyatt leads 5-0 this first period.
Yep, 52 seconds left in the first.
I would think some of these bleeds can be sometimes difficult to stop. Now, in that event, what would happen in a match like this if they can't get it under control?
Well, you have if it's just natural bleeding not caused by a penalty or anything like that, you have a minute and a half of blood time. We have a trainer on site. He does a good job. But once that time expires, you don't have any more, and so you would have to forfeit the match at that point.
Looks like they're ready to go. Get restarted.
And it looks like he is electing to let her up, and that'll give her a 1-point escape. Strategic decision there by Coach Pointer and Coach Cole. Quick take now is looking for the cradle. And Henderson wrestlers have been going for a lot of cradles this year with a great amount of success. Cradles are a lot more popular right now than whenever I wrestled. So.
And they went outside the circle there, Jackson. So explain this to me. How far do you have to go outside the circle for them to blow the whistle?
They used to call it pretty quickly. Nowadays, as long as one wrestler, usually the controlling wrestler, has their feet in bounds, then they will let you keep working. So it's all a matter of knowing where you're at on the mat and keeping yourself in bounds. Short time here in this first period. I don't think he'll get the pin, but he'll go into the second period with a pretty comfortable lead. It was Henderson choice. They're going deferring. And Warren County will choose top. And a quick escape by Wyatt Payne. Take an 8-1 lead, go for a nice knee pick there, and straight to the back. I think he'll get the pin here. Maybe not, though.
Oh, it looks very close now. Pin.
And there's the pin.
There it is. Pin for the win. 6 points. And the winner.
And your winner, Wyatt Payne.
Winner Wyatt Payne for Henderson County, putting 6 points on the board for the team. Victory for the young man. Now we.
113 for Henderson. We have Braxton Payne.
And Caden York. And are Braxton Payne and Wyatt related, brothers? Or,
Yeah, they are brothers. Their father, Eddie, is actually an assistant coach with the team this year. So we see a lot of them, and they're great young men. Braxton here in a tough position early on.
Yeah, Caden York been very aggressive, very quick.
Braxton may be the bigger brother, but he's not the older brother. Wyatt is, and he has more experience. So
it's the cradle you talk about.
Yeah, there's that cradle. You got to look out for it. It is a very popular move in the sport right now.
It seems very difficult to get out of, too, to escape once you get in.
It is. Especially because it's easy to pin yourself like he might do. If you try to rock and roll, you can accidentally land yourself on your back. So you got to be careful. But that's a good escape right there. See if you can hang on.
Caden York with a 4-0 lead. 57 seconds left in the period. Appreciate you joining us tonight to watch Henderson County High School Wrestling.
York's looking for a tilt with a wing in. Chicken wing going for the pinning combination. He's not going to have it just yet, but it looks like it may be coming, and there's the pin. So a good effort by Braxton Payne. Tough opponent there in Caden York.
6 points for Warren County. Caden York, 113. Now we go to the 120 weight class. Representing Warren County would be Caroline Calloway and Dylan Bishop, who is a senior for Henderson County. Dylan Bishop's parents are Daniel and Gina Bishop. He plans to go into the military or go to Murray after graduation. Senior Dylan Bishop. Here on senior night at Henderson County High School.
Oh, nice double leg takedown. And he's going for the quick pin here. And I think he's going to get it. So he's got it.
Senior Dylan Bishop with a pin on senior night. Seems fitting.
Like I said, he's one of those original Colonel wrestlers since the program restarted, and it's exciting to see the progress he's made and to see him get a big win here on senior night.
£132 class coming up. Hunter Mosley representing Warren County.
I think we're going to be doing some interviews with some of our seniors throughout the night.
Hunter Mosley taking on Henderson County's Cameron House. Cameron House wanting to take it to the house.
Cameron's a freshman. And they're going to go out of bounds.
Outside the circle.
Did he get the 2 there? Yes, he was awarded the takedown before they went out of bounds. So. Going for a barbed wire. He's going to get near points and maybe the pin. All right. That'll be our first pin in under a minute tonight for Henderson County. The win goes to freshman Cameron House.
We go to the 144s, Warren County.
138.
Roy Bray.
Well, Isaiah Wright had a forfeit at 138. So
okay, so then we're going to, okay, 138 was a forfeit. So then we'll go to the 144.
Yeah.
Braden Ratliff. Henderson County taking Roy Bray.
Quick snap down to Pancake, and this may be another quick pin for the Colonels if Ratliff is able to pull this off. And not quite.
Cool escape. 2-1 score, 1:30 left in the first period.
He's trying to throw in a power half. I need to break him back down first. He'll work him back in bounds. Near ankle to a half Nelson, it looks like. And Ratliff is certainly being aggressive, which if all else fails, that usually benefits you as a wrestler at the high school level. I think there's a good chance he'll get the pin call here if they don't go out of bounds.
37 seconds remaining.
Well, Warren County escapes from his back again. So Roy Bray is doing his best to hang in here. You know, Warren County is actually a newer program as well. They only started a couple of years ago. So
first period winding down.
And here comes the cradle, but he won't have time to finish it. Braden again looking for that pancake. One thing about Henderson County Wrestling is they do like to go for the pin if they can.
Well, those pins really rack up the points.
They do rack up the points. They get the crowd excited. Now you have to be careful. Sometimes going for a high risk
73, 1:20 left in the second period. And also some fatigue can start coming into play.
It can. Braden Ratliff had a lot of action in that first period, moving very aggressively, so you have to hope he has enough left.
Escape another point, 8-3, and a takedown.
And the third time, will he get the pin? Plenty of time left on the clock. And he has it.
Hits the pin, 6 points for the Cardinals, adding to their lead for Warren County. As you said, Warren County is a relatively newer team. That would explain having the less weight classes represented.
Yeah, that'll be a big 30-6 lead for the Colonels going into the last half of this duel.
Going to 150. Henderson County, Vincent Embry and Aiden Johnson from Warren County.
Now, Warren County is a newer program, but with all of they've got some good coaches. With all the schools and athletic success they've had down there in Bowling Green, I think it's only a matter of time before they really catch fire as a program. So Vincent Embry is a relatively experienced Colonel wrestler. And if he can drive, no score yet. He's got to be on the mat, and that will be at the takedown. And we've got some injury time started here for Vincent Embry. The coaches and trainers are going to take a look at him. So we'll have about a minute and a half here to see if he's able to continue competition.
We certainly hope so for him, for the team, his parents. He's sitting up now, denied the hydration.
And it looks like he's going to be all right.
So he's shaking it off, and these trainers checking him out, making sure he's good to go before he allows him back into the circle. And there we go. Glad to see that. Glad to see he's okay. Escape there, 2-1. Over 50 seconds left in the first period.
And this looks to be a pretty good matchup so far. We've had a lot of pins so far tonight, either way, but these two wrestlers appear to be fairly evenly matched. Embry with a collar tie. A lot of hand fighting, both wrestlers jockeying for an advantage position. And a quick sprawl and a go around. He might get into trouble there if he doesn't. No time.
Period ends. 4-1 lead. For Henderson.
Almost like a reverse headlock there.
Thank you for sponsors Henderson Ford, Hetty's Pizza and Tri-State Construction. Thank you for joining us tonight. However you're watching. Henderson County High School Gymnasium in Henderson, Kentucky.
The Colonels elected to take the down position to start the second period. And an escape by Vincent Embry. That's why they chose that. They were confident their wrestler could make the escape, get an extra point on the board, and he was able to do so. So, wise decision there by the coach's corner. So we've seen quite a bit tonight. The wrestler with that front headlock and kind of working his arm across the other guy's back, and that's called a pancake. And Henderson has used that move to great effect this evening. And I think we're going to see another pin here shortly.
Yes,
all
sir.
Right.
Pin for the win by Henderson County. And mounting points over Warren County. Yeah. One to 157. Raiden Pruitt taking on Braden Bowers.
Raiden and Braden.
Two Bradens going at it in the center of the circle. The Henderson County High School Gymnasium, Henderson, Kentucky. Good turnout tonight. I'm sure that really even enthuses the wrestlers more to have more people watching. Probably likes a little bit of a fire under them. Have an audience.
Absolutely. One of the things that impressed me a long time ago, I remember traveling to Union County for a dual meet in their gym. And it wasn't a smaller gym, but it was absolutely packed. And I remember one of their wrestlers was getting ready to get a pin on us, and the stadium just went absolutely wild as he turned the guy to the back. So having a good home environment is exciting for the wrestlers, helps keep your confidence up, and it's something really special and enjoyable. So I'm glad to see the turnout tonight that we do have. So Raiden's riding the Warren County wrestler pretty closely, not giving him much separation. Oh, to be careful there, almost had a full Nelson. And he's going to be called for locking hands. Yeah, you cannot have your hands clasped together on the bottom. That is not a legal hold in American folk style wrestling. So that'll be 1 point to Warren County.
Coach Cole going over that with him.
Yeah, you know, there's not really any technical timeouts or anything like that in a wrestling match, but coaches find the time when they can to coach the wrestler, you know, as closely as possible. Got to be careful there with those hands, getting a little close again. It's very easy to do. And he's going to have a crucifix pin here. Almost kind of a... I don't know if he meant to do that or if it just happened, but... There'll be the half Nelson. And I don't know if he'll have time.
Short on time. Saved by the towel. Saved by the bell. Saved by the towel. 5-1 lead.
Off camera, you can't see it, but to the left of the maroon mat, we have a middle school match going on between Caldwell and Henderson County. So their season's technically over, but the Caldwell coach called and said, you want to have one more to get your wrestlers some experience. So That's what they're engaging in there. So if you're here at the gym, it's a 2-for-1 special. Now, Raiden's got the lead, but he'll have to stay off his back in order to capitalize on it.
Yeah, things can turn quickly.
Yes, they can. He needs to peel that away and look away. Yeah, there we go. Good way to base up for Raiden Pruitt.
A minute left in the period.
Now the Warren County wrestler is really high here. He's got to watch out or he could get thrown. And almost had it. Was almost able to come out the back. And there's the roll. There's the roll. Oh. And there we go. Was able to finish. And I don't know about that call.
But what was it called?
But you have to have, if you're going to do a headlock, you have to have a head and an arm. From here, I thought he had the arm, but I'm not on the mat, so.
The battle of the Bradens continues. 23 seconds left in the period.
And we're going to go to the third. So not a lot of full-length matches tonight. Maybe this one can make it all the way. We'll see.
Coming to you live from Henderson County High School Gymnasium in Henderson, Kentucky. We want to thank our sponsors, Henderson Ford, Eddie's Pizza, and Tri-State Construction.
And there's 2 for Pruitt. Now Isaiah Kent, one of our middle school wrestlers, just got a pin on the other mat. That's what you heard that clapping for.
Coming up on a minute remaining in the third period.
And all Raiden has to do for Henderson is just ride this out. He's got a 9-2 lead. That'll be a
Exactly, just to avoid any kind of catastrophe, a reversal of fortune, so to speak. You can have this match in the bag.
Now, something I've tried to stress recently to our middle school wrestlers is it's all fun and good to go for the pin, but you've also got to learn how to wrestle smart and know when not to take unnecessary risks.
Where all the conditioning really comes in to play. Oh, that was a nice first.
Pruitt able to avoid danger, and he might get a pin if the clock will allow it.
It's looking very close. One will not get the pin, but so close. Just needed about another 8-10 seconds. He probably would have done so. And now we go to the next match, a senior, Jermaine J.J. Pointer. Son of Jermaine Pointer, senior, and Amanda Pointer. He'll be continuing his wrestling career and athletic and wrestling career at Mount St. Joseph University, Cincinnati, Ohio, in major in computer science. JJ's had a lot of success, has 98 career wins, and he's hoping to reach the century mark tonight. This would be for number 99.
Quick glass double.
Very aggressive, very talented young wrestler, 165.
He is the defending regional champion for a reason. So hopefully, you know, he can have a good postseason and maybe make a run at the state title. You know, you never know. I certainly think that he would be in the mix for it. Looks like JJ's looking for a tilt here. And he's not going to let him get up. He'll return to the mat. The head and the arm. I remember Bryce Alexander using that head and the arm. That was one of the last Colonel wrestlers to go to college.
Had a really great high school career, then moved to out west to Missouri and wrestled in college. Had a really good college career as well.
NAIA All-American. So hopefully JJ can do the same, or hopefully even better. Nice duck under. And looking for a cradle. Not quite.
Out of the circle, going back in. It's very evident that JJ is wanting a pin, not only a win, but he wants to win it with a pin.
JJ riding nice and tight.
Leads 4-1, 14 seconds left in the first period. And we're moving on to the second period here very, very shortly.
And we'll go to the second here.
It's a point of 4-1 lead. Senior night, Henderson County High School Gymnasium in Henderson, Kentucky.
JJ will take down. Switch. And straight to his back. I don't even know if he meant to do that, but he's going to get it. This match is close to over.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to walk away the pin here very shortly.
Now that guy just rolled to his back. You got to be careful with that. He's got in a bad position and reverse half, but JJ's not going to let him go. He's going to make him pay for it.
There's plenty of time. Pin with 1:20 remaining in the second period for JJ Pointer. His 99th high school wrestling win. Coming in tonight, 98, 99. And tonight, we very well could see him hit the century mark.
He'll should be the first Colonel wrestler of the third era to win 100 wins.
He's jumping ahead shortly to 190 with Evan Henshaw of Henderson County versus Eric Gavitt of Warren County.
Henshaw has also been wrestling since 2018. He is only a sophomore, however, so he's still got a couple years ahead of him to do some big things for the Colonel. Needs to roll out here, get to his belly as quickly as he can.
Eric Gavitt, a very aggressive wrestler in his own right.
Yeah, Warren County kids locking up that ankle, locking up those legs. Makes it really hard to move from the bottom when a guy will ride your legs like that. Evan's doing a good job so far of avoiding being turned to his back. And he really ran that power half. So 15 seconds. Can Henshaw hold on? And we will go to the second period.
The clock.
He beat the clock.
Trails 2 to nothing. There's 0.
He'll get 3 near fall, so it'll be 5-0.
Oh my, 5-0 lead in the second period. Eric Gavitt and Evan Henshaw of Henderson County.
So not insurmountable, but a big, tough leg rider like that, you're going to want to stay away from the bottom position if you can. So Henderson will choose top here. And we'll see if he can make something happen from the top position. Granby roll there. Oh, but good motion by Evan Henshaw to avoid Gavitt from being able to capitalize off the reversal. He's going for a throw here, and he'll get it right to his back. Oh, but he comes out.
Gavitt with the 8-2 lead. 1:12 left in the second period.
Henshaw trying to peel that half off. And then it's a long time to fight off your back, so we'll try to turn through here. Locking up that leg.
Eric Gavitt with the win for Warren County. Their first win of the night comes by a pin. Gavitt, very impressive young wrestler from what I can see. First time I've seen him.
Yeah, he definitely probably Warren County's best wrestler we've seen so far. So tough matchup for Evan Henshaw, but he's got 2 years, a lot going for him. He's moving pretty well, so I expect to see
215. Adam Vincent from Warren
next year. Bradley Stokes.
Bradley Stokes, a senior. A senior tonight here at Henderson County High School Gymnasium. Bradley's parents are here tonight, Sadie and Bradford Stokes, and her plans are to join the U.S. Air Force after graduation at Henderson County High School.
Wrestling here at 215.
Scoreless in the first period.
Changed a cross face, put a whizzer in.
Takedown.
Working
Gonna
an
be
arm.
live for Henderson County High School in Henderson, Kentucky. Senior night for Henderson County Colonel Wrestling Team. I'm Dennis Doherty along with Jackson Doherty.
And Warren County's got the arm bar in half, and that'll be the pin. We've got, it'll be a big 52-6 lead for Henderson County going into the final match. And we've got J.J. Pointer here for an interview. All right, J.J., good to see you.
Yes, sir.
I see you've got, what is this chain you're wearing?
It's the pin chain. We got it made by our shop class a few years ago. Anytime you get a pin on the mat, you get the word chain.
Okay, so that's been passed around quite a bit tonight. Then,
yes, sir.
I guess so. That's good to see. You had a big win out there. I saw you. Did you mean to go for the pin there? Or did he kind of roll himself onto his back? It looked like.
I was going to go for the pin in the second.
Yeah.
It just happened to get there a little early, but we got the job done regardless.
Well, I saw that you didn't let him go. You made him pay for that. So off that good switch there.
Oh yeah.
So you're going to be wrestling at Mount St. Joseph University.
Yes, sir.
And what made you choose that school?
It's an amazing coaching staff, amazing opportunities outside of school. One thing that really drew me to them is that one of their focuses is academics and not just sports. So I really love that. It's a smaller campus, smaller student-teacher ratio. A lot of wrestling opportunity out there.
What weight do you think you'll be going there?
I'm thinking about going 174 next year. The returning national champ graduates this year. So I'm hoping to come in, fill in his shoes. It might take me a little bit, but I'm hoping to get there.
And was that win number 99 we just saw?
Yes, sir. That was win number 99.
So
one more.
Hopefully 100 be coming up here for Caldwell County.
Hopefully 100 be coming soon.
All right, JJ, good to talk with you.
Yes, sir.
Got our heavyweight matchup.
Thank you.
Sir.
I appreciate it.
All right, at 285.
J.J. Pointer joined us. That was very nice. J.J. number 99. Hopefully we will hit the century. A little later hitting the century mark, 100 career wins. Very impressive young man. Known his father for quite some time. Coach Pointer, who coached you as well.
Yep. And here for 285, we've got Davion Desjarnette for Henderson County, who I believe is a first-year wrestler, wrestling Jerron Mank for Warren County. And he's hanging in there pretty tough. Having your first year jumping into heavyweight at high school, that's got to be a tough job. But he'll hang on with the manageable match here, only down 2 points going into the second period.
This is first year, you're telling me, wrestling?
Yeah, and actually came out, I think, only a few weeks ago. We needed a heavyweight, and he's a very nice young man.
Signed him up.
Yep.
Joining us, thanks for joining us live in Henderson County High School in Henderson, Kentucky. Henderson County Colonel Wrestling. And on the last match, 285. Weight class.
Davion going for a throw. Kind of gave up his leg while doing so, but he's back in an okay position. So those big boys, they like to throw and work that upper body, so. You've got to watch your legs when you're doing that. And you just roll out here.
That's a winner. So Warren comes away with 2 wins tonight, both by pin. The final score of 52-12 in Henderson County over Warren County. Warren County is a very new program, up and coming. And we certainly wish the best for them as they pursue this sport.
They've obviously got some good wrestlers, so I think we might have some exhibitions. It's like Sydney Chambers for Henderson. Looks like she's ready to wrestle. I don't know if they're going to go ahead and line up and shake hands or not, though. Caldwell County is on the blue mat warming up. Warren County will wrestle Caldwell, and we'll take a break here in a minute and come back whenever the Colonels wrestle Caldwell. But I think we're going to have an exhibition before we tune out.
Do you think Caldwell would need would need a little bit of a break anyway, a little bit of a rest?
But sometimes you have to go back to back like that,
That's all about the conditioning, of course. All comes down to that. County Colonels with the win.
And we're still live, yeah. We'll go ahead and do his interview. Just want to do an interview with him. So before we'll cut here, we'll have an interview with Dylan Bishop. He's one of our seniors.
Hello.
Dylan, good to talk to you. You've been wrestling since 2018, since they restarted the program.
Yes, sir.
So what does that feel like to be coming back from wrestling in that Central Academy to here tonight to your senior night?
Well, it's definitely a weird experience. I'll tell you that. Weird having to wait like 30 minutes just for a bus ride to Central, but yeah, I like it a lot the way we're in.
Okay. So you were able to get the big pin here tonight. What's been some of your favorite moments as a wrestler?
Favorite moment as a wrestler?
Favorite win? How about that?
Favorite win was definitely my junior year. I got into my regional match, and regional match, and I believe I was wrestling for third. And me and this kid, we were really good friends, known him since freshman year, and it was just a very fun experience wrestling him. And it wasn't a win, but me and him definitely had a lot of mutual respect, and that was definitely one of my best moments because we both slammed the crap out of each other.
Yeah.
It's the best time.
But you get to meet a lot of the same wrestlers, a lot of the same guys.
Yeah, I've known a lot of kids since I started wrestling in 8th grade. Actually, one of the kids down at Caldwell, he's like one of the first kids that I ever went against and I lost to. And I don't know where he is right there, but he's definitely over there. I know he's there.
Okay, well, are you going to be wrestling him tonight, or are y'all different weights this year?
No, I believe he's 138, I believe.
And speaking of regionals, we got the regional tournament coming up. This is your senior year.
Yes, sir.
How are you looking forward to that regional tournament? What are you looking at?
I'm looking at definitely the place. That's definitely everyone's always wants to go. That's the goal to place. And I want to look for third. Third, I feel like it's my best bet because with Jordan and Logan at the top of the region, Logan Brown and Jordan Rainey.
Yeah.
I believe it's Jaden Rainey. I'm sorry. Jaden Rainey, they're out of my league, but third, I feel like I could get it. And I'm looking for the best out of that. And I can't wait.
All right, that's a good goal. And then after high school, still trying to decide between the military or Murray. Is that right?
Yes, sir. I got accepted in Murray. I still haven't done all my stuff for it yet. And I've been wanting to do the military, ever since I was a little kid. Call of Duty was the game. Yeah. Call of Duty brought me into the military. It seemed fun, but you're also playing with your life. But there's other jobs in the military that you can do that I'm willing to do. I believe Army is what I'm looking forward to. And Murray, looking for probably a history degree if I go into Murray, and then join the Army right after Murray.
Get that officer.
Yes, sir.
All right, they got Army wrestling too. If you want to keep working out.
I think I'm going to take a break from wrestling. I want to eat. I really want to eat, not worry about my weight.
I understand. Well, Dylan, this is good to see you progress and look forward to that regional. So to get that third place.
Yes, sir.
Congrats.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right, we got All right, ready to wrap it up here. We'll take a break and see you all back whenever Caldwell takes on Henderson here in about another hour or so. Thank you.